Okay, we're going to move forward to our city manager's comments and update on city operations.
Thank you, Mayor. I do have several issues to cover today. Our Parks and Recreation Department is putting together a program master plan, and they're conducting an online survey. And we want to just announce that and invite the public to participate in that online survey. They can access it by going to ccparkandrecreation.com, and that will be now through February 19th. There will be a glass recycling event. Our recycling operations have been quite successful, but glass is not part of our normal recycling activity. There will be a glass recycling event Saturday, February 13th at the Walmart location on Saratoga, and that will take place between 9 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. There are volunteers needed, and if they want to contact our solid waste operations, we'd like to enlist volunteers to help with that. The Zika virus, there's been some information on that in the news media and so forth recently. I just want to let the council and the public know that in anticipation of potential problems with that, we have ordered additional mosquito control materials and above and beyond what we would normally do, just in case we need to do extra sprays this year to control mosquitoes. If for some reason we don't need to do that, the material will be good for next year, and basically we will have bought supplies in advance of next year. But if we need them, we'll have them available. I would like Gus to come to the microphone with me. Gus Gonzalez, come on up here, Gus. Gus has served the city for a number of years in several areas. He came into the city initially because we had some stressful difficulty in our water department. And Gus worked for a number of years and straightened that out for us and has done a great job. And then, what's it been, a little over a year ago, a couple of years now, I asked Gus to step up and serve as an assistant city manager, which he has done admirably and with great dedication. For his own personal reasons, he has decided to return to his native home in San Antonio, and just wanted to take a moment and offer a certificate of appreciation and recognition for the great work he's done, and give an opportunity to give a speech.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gus.
Thank you so much, Ron. Thanks, Ron. As I walked out the house this morning, my 14-year-old daughter, Isabella, says, Dad, are you going to cry? I said, no, I only cry at weddings. We leave with a heavy heart. From a city that we truly love. I mean, it's such a beautiful bayfront that you don't find the entire coast. 8.5 years was a struggle for us to do this, and certainly didn't come with a lot of difficult decision making. It's an opportunity to go become a vice president of engineering for a small firm, GE Reeves, in San Antonio, Texas, and so where we're originally from. But years ago, I just want to tell a quick story, and then I know y'all busy. Years ago, I got orders to deploy overseas, and I was pretty anxious about that. Going to a hostile area, and so I was anxious for about a week, and then I was going down the hallway, and a coworker said 2 words to me that were pretty profound. She said, "Thank you," and after she said that, it made all the sense in the world. It truly it was a calming effect to me, and so I knew exactly what I had to do, and so those 2 words go a long way. And so today, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Ron. What a great opportunity for giving me the opportunity to be an ACM, to affect change, and so I'm always grateful to you for doing that, so I appreciate it. To the 3,000 workers that go out every day, they're the true heroes to make this a great place to live, work, and play. I mean, they do that, and it's a tough job, and certainly they deserve a lot of credit. And so, and the last thing is to all of you in council. I want to say thank you. I mean, for your service. It's a difficult job, and certainly well worth doing, obviously. But I just want to thank you for the service, because it is a tough, challenging job. I'm truly blessed. I'm humbled. I came here to I think I've made a contribution, and so I leave with warm feelings about this city, and certainly we'll always come back, and it will be our home for us. So best wishes to all of you, and Godspeed.
Thank you. Thank you, Gus. You're certainly a class act, and we wish you and your family best wishes. God bless you. We're gonna, Mr. Olson, did you have anything else?
I do, Mayor. Thank you. Gus is the third assistant city manager to leave in the past, what's it been now, 3-4 months. Each one have received opportunities in other places, and it's been a strain for me to figure out how to respond to that and kind of restructure, rethink the organization, and make decisions on how we want to structure the organization to get the work done. And I can't say that I'm all the way through that thinking, but I have made some initial decisions that I want to announce to the council. I've asked Mark Van Vleck to step up and be an assistant city manager, basically take the responsibilities that Gus will leave behind at the end of this week. Mark has accepted that, and so starting next week, Mark will fill that role. I've also asked Jay Ellington to step up in an interim position and fill essentially the same responsibilities that Susan left behind. Jay hasn't been with the organization all that long. He comes to us with a breadth of experience in parks and recreation mostly, but he is a credentialed manager by the International City Management Organization, which is a high honor and does not come easily. And I believe that he will do us a great job on the interim while we go through a more thoughtful process on restructuring and selecting individuals to fill those positions. And the third vacant position, I'm going to leave vacant. I'm going to try to restructure the organization in a way that perhaps allows us to economize and become more effective with our resources. I hope that can happen. We'll judge it and test it for a period of time. If it doesn't work out the way I think it will, and so forth, then we'll consider filling that position later on. But for the time being, I'd like to leave that position open and test it for a while and see if we can get by without it and get the work done. We've also had, and we haven't talked a lot about this, but we've had a number of department head positions turn over in the past 6 months or so. I want to just give you an idea of what that looks like. Our risk management department lost Donna James recently. We have filled that position with Gilbert Sanchez. Our court director recently left for another opportunity in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. That position is being filled temporarily on an interim basis by Terry, who's been with the city for quite some time and is the assistant director in the court system. And we're going through a selection process now to find a permanent selection for that position. Terry is a candidate for that position and is competing for it. Carlos Gonzalez left us recently. He's our director of facilities, and his position is temporarily being filled by Edgar Leonard. With with Jay Ellington taking the interim assistant city manager position, the Parks and Recreation Department will be open for leadership. And I've asked Stacy Talbert Anaya to step up on an interim basis and take that responsibility. She has accepted that challenge. Dan Grimsbow recently, Dan worked with us a lot through development services. He recently was promoted into the utilities departments, and Dan McGinn has stepped up on an interim basis to fill his position. So we have a lot of challenges, but I think also opportunities in restructuring and finding new talent and promoting talent from within to fill these positions. And I'm looking at it as an opportunity to really strengthen our organization. And it's certainly a challenge, but I think it's going to turn out at the end, it's going to turn out to be good.
Thank you, Mr. Olson. I have every confidence that we're going to be stronger for all of these challenges.
Me too. Thank you.
Thank you for your leadership.